We were able to reconstruct it all moment by terrifying moment.
The attack appears timed for maximum impact. Just before 2:50 p.m., this is the viewpoint seen by many of the 26,000 marathon runners who are approaching the finish line. The first of the two explosions rocks the sidewalk along the course. White smoke blasting into the air, blowing metal barricades into the street, spewing shrapnel into crowds gathered at the finish.
We're going to need more ambulance there. We need some more ambulance.
The moment captured from multiple angles, just as the race clock approaches the 4-hour and 10-minute mark. Marathon runner Bill Ifrig is knocked to the ground. 12 seconds later, as many flee the scene,
blew up
a second explosion goes off about 130 yards from the first, less than a block away.
Hold on, get out of the stands.
It was very loud. The ground shook. You could just feel it going down through you.
As the injured lay on the pavement, blood staining the ground, emergency medical technicians, Boston police, and some 400 National Guardsmen already on hand for the race immediately triaged the wounded. The event's medical tent was transformed into a trauma unit.
I saw one guy with his legs gone at the knees, some ankles and feet missing, shrapnel wounds on people on the sides of the head.
By 3 p.m., just as the president is being briefed on the attacks, reports trickle in of yet another explosion, this time at Boston's JFK Library. It's later deemed unrelated, but in the growing confusion, there are reports of additional devices, and several schools and hospitals are briefly evacuated. Meanwhile, over 130 victims are being transported to 6 area hospitals. And just after 6 p.m., President Obama addresses the country, vowing to find those responsible.
Make no mistake, we will get to the bottom of this. Any responsible individuals, any responsible groups will feel the full weight of justice.
Stand by. No matter how many times you see it, it is still just as terrifying. I do want to show one photograph as well, speaking to what was not. The hundreds and hundreds of bags waiting for runners who were never able to claim them. Again, a snapshot of innocence and perfection on that Patriots Day, suspended if not lost.
Boston Marathon bombers aunt says FBI set up her nephew and she has proof. The aunt of convicted Boston Marathon bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev has filed a motion appeal the death penalty and presented exculpatory evidence. By Matt Agarist, October 24, 2017. On April 15, 2013, Tamerlan Tsarnaev, alongside his brother Dzhokhar, would become the infamous murderers in the Boston Marathon bombings. According to the official reports, the duo blew up 2 homemade pressure cooker bombs near the finish line at the marathon. The attack killed and injured nearly 300 people. The subsequent manhunt led authorities to the Tsarnaev brothers, who went on the run after learning the authorities were on their trail. Tamerlan was shot 9 times by police and then finished off by his brother after he panicked and ran him over with his car. Dzhokhar was later shot and captured while hiding inside a boat. Now, in a bombshell revelation, the Russian aunt of Dzhokhar has filed a motion in his death penalty appeal case that reveals new details on the meetings her nephew's attorneys had in Russia with his parents and makes a bizarre allegation that the FBI said the bomber had a heavy-laden black backpack, not the white one he can be seen carrying in video taken before the deadly blasts, according to Newsweek. In the court filings, Maria Tsarnaeva, an attorney and sister of the Tsarnaev family, asks to join the appeal defense team to plead with the courts to overturn the death penalty. Advertisement. According to the report, Tsarnaeva's filing includes a still photograph of Dzhokhar taken from a 29-second clip recorded by a Whiskey's Steakhouse surveillance camera on Boylston Street. Of it, she says that the FBI and the indictment have together affirmed that the culprits who detonated these explosions were carrying large, unusually heavy black backpacks concealing pressure cooker bombs. But her affidavit states, Jakar was carrying a small-sized white backpack, which she calls exculpatory evidence. The very evidence used by the FBI to identify the Boston bombers referenced in the indictment excludes Jakar as plainly as white is distinguished from black, Tsarnaev's filing states. What can be more compelling than the difference between black and white? Read more. What are they hiding? Feds tell Florida cops to deny public records requests on Orlando attack. Both the family and legal team expressed their concern that Jakar's legal team, who was appointed by the state, was insufficient in defending Jakar. As Jakar's family, we expressed our concern that the legal team was untrustworthy, and might not defend Jakar properly since they were paid by the government of the United States, which was prosecuting him, as many believe, for political reasons, Tsarnaev wrote in the motion. As Newsweek reports, Minnesota lawyer John Remington Graham filed Tsarnaev's affidavit in Tsarnaev's federal appeals case last week as part of a motion requesting that a judge allow her to work with his current defense attorneys, a request denied this year by O'Toole and rebuffed by his legal team. In my judgment, a trial court presiding over criminal prosecution should not receive or consider volunteered submissions by non-parties, O'Toole wrote. What makes this new revelation peculiar is the fact that early this year, as TFTP reported, while the FBI admitted, at the time of the bombings, that it had interviewed Tamerlan, it was only this year that it released the details of the interview. On the 23rd day of April in 2011, Tamerlan Tsarnaev was interviewed by the FBI, at the request of the Russians, who said they were concerned about the young man's ties to Chechen Islamic extremists. The young man said he was approached by 4 well-dressed men, who spoke without any accents and identified themselves as FBI agents. They told him they wanted to talk with him and said they'd be back the following day to speak with him, but never returned. They offered no business cards nor any contact information. Read more. Milk assassination exposed as conspiracy of governmental agencies and others in court victory. Nothing from the interview reportedly raised any red flags in the eyes of the FBI, but something interesting to note, and what might be fodder for conspiracy theorists, was the strangely peculiar encounter, not documented, with 4 men reportedly belonging to the FBI. As we've learned from subsequent FBI investigations, one even announced this week in which a man was supported by the FBI, given a fake bomb and told to blow up a mall in Florida. The Bureau has an extensive network of informants and patsies ready to do their bidding in carrying out staged terror attacks. Once these fake attacks are carried out, the FBI then takes credit for preventing a terrorist attack, thereby validating their anti-terrorist budget and activities. Some critics of the FBI call those actions nothing less than entrapment. And without the help of the FBI, those individuals would arguably be going about their everyday activities, unconcerned with carrying out acts of terrorism. The FBI's anti-terrorism activities, some have said, actually create terrorists out of regular citizens. While it's still unclear, from Tsarnaev's interview and from the presentation of this allegedly new evidence, whether or not the Boston bombings was one such sting operation that went horribly wrong, the case is now taking a dramatic turn.
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com, where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. carmarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. you know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it, but because this is nuts. 4 hours a day, and to save America, you know. But at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So, but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. Is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know what, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff, NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran in, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran in, no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month if you can. I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.